Cook a man with a tie. Yeah, it's me again. I made 2 videos yesterday. I'm making another one. My cup runneth over. So anytime I got something, a jewel that God lays on my heart and in my head, I'm bringing it to you guys every time. Because something amazing happened to me yesterday. We was at basketball practice, and you know I volunteered for a basketball team. And it's wonderful because when you're coaching young men, you know, you have different talent levels, you have different mindsets. But at the end of the day, you have the same agenda, and we're trying to win, come together, and you want these men to become strong men in their lives. But after practice, we discussed a couple of problems that we were having without going into detail about those problems. The root of it came down to our fear. And Pastor Holly was there with us, and you can find him on my Facebook. But he mentioned that's the root. Because a lot of times in our lives we have pride, and we're prideful because of our fear. We're scared of our low self-esteem. And in basketball, from my personal experience, I was scared and fearful as well because I wanted to achieve things that I was scared of taking the chances. And let me just share with you on how that affected my basketball career. When I was playing in Italy, I was scared a couple times. Well, a lot of times. I mean, I'm a man, and I admit it now. I wish I would admit it then. It would be clutch moments that I was scared to actually take the shot. I should have shot it, but I didn't. So at the end of the season, we finished. We didn't make the playoffs. We just missed it. And it was 4 or 5 games where I should have took the initiative, and I should have accomplished great things, and I didn't. So the summer went by, and I'm expecting to sign back there. Long story short, they took somebody else. Hurt. I was depressed for probably 2 months after. Seriously depressed. I was hurtful because I knew why I didn't go. I knew why they didn't take me. It's because I didn't step up and I let fear control me. But now, a year later, I'm playing in Saudi Arabia. Just tell you the story in a little more detail. I wasn't fearful. There was an event that happened in between that kind of helped me mold my mindset, but I'll share that event of me jumping out of the airplane for another day. But so I'm playing in Saudi Arabia. We're up 1. We're on the sideline. Coach is drawing up a play, and he wants me to take the ball out. Now with 4 or 5 seconds, I'm like, yo, they fouling right away. So I don't need to take the ball out. I want to shoot the free throw. I'm the best free throw shooter on this team. Plus, I know I'm knocking these down. So as soon as coach drawed the play, it was just the still small voice inside of me that just jumped out. And coach put me on the side, and it jumped out, and it was like, no, coach, let me shoot the free throws. And he looked me in the eye, and he looked at my teammate, and my teammate I could hear his knees knocking. He was over there. And I'm just like, man, I need to shoot these free throws. But coach, you know, he gave him to bruh. So I'm just like, you know what? I said what I could, went out there, took the ball out, they fouled him. He goes out there, knees are knocking. I could just see it on his eyes. So I'm like, man, we gotta get this rebound. Come to find out, he missed both of them. And the guy who, on their team, an African who could not shoot no free throws, I fouled him. Because I knew he wasn't gonna make them. He literally had the worst looking shot you could probably possibly ever see. He went to the free throw line, missed the first one. He went to the free throw line, missed the second one. The ball bounces, goes up in the air, and my homeboy who's at the bottom gets pushed out of the way by a Serbian guy, tough Serbian guy. He gets the rebound, and I see it. I'm running over there, and he lays it up, and it goes in at the buzzer. At the buzzer. Oh, man. We temporarily sick. We like, man, so we go down, and I know I'm going home. But I knew I gave it everything I got, and it was crazy because the next day, they call me, and they tell me that message. Come down to the lobby, we got something to say. So I hustled down to the lobby of the hotel. We stayed at little hotels instead of apartments, but it was kind of like a suite, I guess you could say. So I come down to the lobby, and they just say, cook a man, eat. The services are no longer wanted here. You're fired. But I had a peace about it because I did not shy away from that opportunity. I stepped up to the plate. And it's crazy how your fear can not only block your blessings momentarily, but it'll block it long after that. Long after that. Those 2 months when I didn't step up to the plate, I was fearful. And I was depressed. But when they fired me in Saudi Arabia, I wasn't fearful. wasn't fearful. I wasn't depressed. I was peaced about it. And a lot of times kids ask me like, yo, E, why didn't you go to the NBA? It's because I had fear blocking my blessing. So I want to tell all you youngins out there, handle your business.